Welcome to Head to Head, our weekly preview and prediction show. Anise, Auburn, Georgia, the undercard on the CBS doubleheader this week. Who'd have thunk it? Back in July, August, a lot of us thought this was going to be the first of two meetings between the Tigers and the Bulldogs this year, that they might each win their division and end up in Atlanta in the SEC championship game in a rematch. Not going to happen for either. Instead, this is a game playing for pride, the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And it's tied at 55.
That is one of the most amazing stats in college football. As many times as they've played, they are split right down the middle. Somebody's going to take a lead this weekend.
All right, so let's break down this game. So it seemed like Georgia finally got something going last week on offense against Kentucky. They scored their first touchdown in 3 games. And then for this week, it seems like we have this quarterback uncertainty again for this game. I mean, I thought Grayson Lambert, he did okay last week. He didn't throw any interceptions, so that's a plus. But it seems like Mark Richt still isn't sure what he's going to do.
I'm not sure either team knows right now who's going to play quarterback or who's going to start at quarterback. Auburn also has some uncertainty. How healthy is Sean White? Will he come back? Will Jeremy Johnson get another start? He looked good against Texas A&M. They gave him a lot of short, smart, safe throws. He looked a lot more comfortable. He's so much more comfortable coming out of the bullpen as the backup who steps in when needed. At least he has been so far. But we don't know who's going to be quarterback then. We don't know who's going to start at running back for Auburn. Obviously, Jovan Robinson had his breakout game last week. And we know what Peyton Barber can do. He seems healthy again after getting banged up a few weeks ago. So Auburn should be strong in the running game. But who plays quarterback and who can be effective at quarterback is going to go a long way towards deciding who wins this game. Okay, prediction time. Anise, I tried to break this game down logically. I like the way Auburn is improving. They're plus 10 in turnover margin in their last 6 games. They're up to 3rd in the SEC with 11 interceptions. Will Muschamp's defense is getting better, but Will Muschamp as a defensive coordinator has had issues with Georgia. So finally, I decided to really get scientific. I threw some darts at a dartboard. I flipped the coin a few times, and I came up with Auburn 24, Georgia 21.
Well, that's one way to pick the winner. Yeah, I think that it would be a smart move for Gus Malzahn to start Jeremy Johnson in this game, especially with all the momentum going. He wasn't extremely flashy last week, but he was effective.
Right.
He didn't have any turnovers. And Georgia, they have a really good passing defense, the best in the SEC, but their rushing defense has really struggled, which is one of Auburn's strong points this year is their rushing. So I think that the Auburn running backs are going to have big games in this one. So I'm going with Auburn 24-17.
Wow, 2 votes for Auburn. If we're right, the Tigers are bowl eligible. If we're wrong, especially in my case, it wouldn't be the first time.